Hey guys, just got a new TV and I wanted to do a quick walkthrough. This is a really cool new LG W Series W7 TV. This was debuted in 2017 and they call this the wallpaper TV, and there's not a lot of videos online about it, so I just wanted to show it to you. So two companion pieces. The first is this sound bar that also has all the inputs on the back, which I'll show you close up here. So this is currently off, but there's a close up of that. It's quite large. I'll show you my hand for reference. So it's quite big left to right, and it's very heavy. It has all of the internals. There you go. It says LG signature, and I'll turn it on and you can see there's some upward firing speakers that actually rise up, because this is Dolby Atmos capable. And then you can see at the back there's some connections into the TV panel. So this is really the important element. This is the panel itself. You can see it really is just a couple of millimeters thick, a fraction of an inch. It really is incredibly thin on the wall. I'll try to step back here so you can sort of see the perspective. But I think, you know, they kind of colloquially call it picture on wall. You know, it really looks like a window in many ways. This is the 65-inch version. So I'll turn it on and show you what the picture actually looks like as well. So I thought I'd show you the remote that it comes with. You can see here, this is what they call the magic remote. I'll go ahead and turn it on and you can watch the speakers rise up here. So there you go, you can see that. Pretty cool little feature. So I've got the TV fired up and you can see the picture here now. This is just running off of our local cable TV provider here. So this obviously is an OLED panel. You know, really the most advanced OLED panel that LG makes as of 2017, at least for their consumer line products. But I think the same panel is actually used in their lower end products as well, their lower end OLED products. But this is the signature version. You can see the bezel size here is extremely small. I would say it's about a half an inch around. All sides, you know, with these OLED panels, you know, very, very clear colors. Depth of color is great. Contrast ratio is great as well. One thing that I would mention, because I did do this, is you can see at the back here, there's really one cable that powers the panel. And I have hidden that behind the wall with some appropriate ducting so that there's no issues with the electrical behind the wall, but you do have to be careful with that. You're actually not supposed to just hide the cable behind the wall, but it did require a little bit of work to get that all set up and get the hole in the right place and things like that. The panel is really interesting in that it affixes to the wall through a proprietary mount, which you screw into ideally studs or drywall or otherwise. I mean, the panel's only about 10 or 15 pounds, so you don't need to hold that much weight. And then once you've done that, you actually mount the panel right onto the mount, which is flush with the wall. And it only really holds at two places, and then the rest is held onto the wall through a series of high-powered magnets. So that's how it stays flush to the wall. It's a pretty unique and ingenious system. Hopefully you can get some sense for the color here. It's a little bit difficult. And I'll step back too so you can see what it looks like, and also see some of the off angle. Off angle, it looks really great. You know, you can go really up to 70 or 80 degrees to the side and still get a great picture. So it's pretty remarkable in that way. The sound bar, I would say, is good. There's no companion subwoofer or rear speakers, so you're only going to get so much. But having the Atmos and the upward firing speakers, you do get some sense of, faux surround at times, which is, pretty cool. I'll go in here and show you again the narrowness, so you can see it when the panel is on. So yeah, this is great. This is the 2017 edition. They've just, I think at CES, released a update, the 2018. The only difference, I'm sure there's some small technical tweaks. I know that there's integration with Google Home, which is a cool new feature. This version doesn't have that, but you can get this version. The price is very, very high, but you can get this version for almost half of the retail price. That's what I was able to get it for. So, much more competitive pricing now than when it was originally announced. Just thought I'd show you quickly here the inputs on the back. So number of HDMI inputs here, and that's a 3.5 millimeter jack there. Then you've got USBs, and then over here this is powering the actual display, and then over here you've got your power input, and then you can see the speaker rises up about a half an inch when you turn that on. You can go and see that as well. So that's sort of the scope of inputs, probably everything that you need, a number of HDMI inputs, so pretty good. I don't expect to have any problems with the number of inputs or the different types of inputs. So just one last thing, I wanted to show you a little bit of 4K footage. This is streaming Planet Earth, so you can see it, but this is streaming in 4K, and you can see the colors, saturation is just incredible, and the contrast ratio. Hard to see the sharpness here, but it's pretty spectacular. So thanks so much for watching this little walkthrough. It's a fun little toy that I've got here, and just wanted to give you a little walk around. Thanks very much.